Thanks, Jillian. As we head into what scientists say could be a rough winter, experts are optimistic of the latest vaccine data from companies like Pfizer and now Moderna, thanks to their trial participants. It would not have been possible without volunteers. And joining us now to share his experience with his experience, Moderna vaccine trial volunteer Jack Morningstar. Hey, Jack, first off, what made you want to take the risk and get involved in this?
Interesting question. So there were a bunch of reasons, but it ultimately boiled down to me looking at the trial data from the first and second phases, which suggested to me that the vaccine was safe enough for me to put it inside of me. And then also I learned that it triggered a significant immune response, so I was hopeful that it would actually work. But around the same time, we were seeing a spike of cases around the country, but more specifically at college campuses, including here at UNC Chapel Hill, where I go to school. And I saw it as an opportunity to do my part, provide a good data point in the study.
Nice. 30,000 people did it. You and a couple of your friends did it too. So describe the situation. You're still not sure if you got the placebo or you got the Moderna vaccine, but the after effects indicate you got the vaccine.
Yes, that's correct. I did experience some side effects after the first injection. I was a little bit fatigued, and after the booster, I had a fever the next day, but I was able to shake that with a couple ibuprofens. And there was some pain at the injection site, which unfolded just similar to what people experience with the shingles vaccine, just for a reference point.
One shot, but then you need 2 shots with the Moderna vaccine, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. You need the initial dose, and then I think it's 27 days after the first dose, you get a booster.
So do you think afterwards that you got the virus at all? Did you test positive after? Have you taken tests since you got the vaccine?
Since I did develop a fever the day after the vaccine, I had to go in for an illness visit where they did a COVID test. And I also got a second one on my own, and I tested negative. But, I mean, since I got the vaccine, there's been no indication that I've gotten sick. And I don't think I've been exposed to anyone anyways. But from what I've been told, I'm a part of some groups, and I know a lot of people who think they did get the vaccine have been exposed in some quite intimate settings, and they've been scot-free. So
wow. Jack, do you think have you been tested for the antibodies? Do you still have them? Like they say, once you have it, you have the antibodies. Once you beat it, do you have it? Do you have antibodies?
So they did. For the study, they do bring you in to do blood draw, and I think they do all those measurements, but they won't do the official unblinding until they apply for the emergency use authorization. At that point, they'll allow the people who got the placebo to get the actual treatment. So I guess I'll.
Yeah. So you don't know if you don't know if you have the antibodies right now. That would mean the vaccine's working.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the hope.
Okay. So what should everyone know about the Moderna vaccine if it comes to market in December?
That's an excellent question. I'm glad you asked. As a tech-savvy person, I've become aware of a lot of the misinformation that's being spread online about some of these vaccines and its process. And I'd just like to emphasize that I don't think now's the time to be fear-mongering about vaccines. I don't think that we should be fearful about a low-grade fever and maybe a little bit of arm pain. I think that's nothing. But what we should be fearful of is a death tally that we've seen of 240,000 that's currently spiking at a terrifying rate at that. And we should be fearful for the thousands of people across the country who are hospitalized and intubated. We should be fearful for American society and the havoc that COVID's wreaked on it. And I think that if you do get the opportunity to take the vaccine, whether it be in a clinical trial or once it becomes publicly available, I would encourage everyone to do so because it will ultimately save lives and also help us establish some of the normalcy that COVID brings.
Hey, Jack, love the message. And also on a lesser note, it would be great to have kids be able to actually sign up for college and go to classrooms again. That would be fantastic. And make parents feel a lot better about writing that big check. Jack Morningstar, thanks so much. Glad you did it. It's a great thing you and your friends did.
Thanks for having me.
All right, go get him, Jack. Meanwhile, former President Obama says racism helped lead